Welcome to the program. I'm your host, Neal Howard, here on Health Professional Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest today is Dr. Greg Sommer, Chief Scientific Officer with Sandstone Diagnostics. He's a fertility expert and researcher, and he's joining us today on the program to discuss a new study report that shows significant declines in sperm count among men from Western countries. And he is the inventor of a brand new system known as TRAC. I'll introduce Dr. Greg Sommer to you. Welcome, and tell us all about your invention.
Thanks, Neal. So great to be here. Yeah, and great to talk to you about sperm and what we're doing at TRAC for what's becoming really a big problem. So we built this product recognizing that fertility is increasingly becoming a big issue, but men are pretty dramatically underserved.
You're right about that. When we think of infertility, we automatically think about women not being able to conceive a child. We don't really consider that the man is having a problem.
Yeah, it's interesting how, you talk to most people, they consider this to be more of a female issue, but, the science is pretty clear. This is about a 50-50 breakdown, and, it takes two to tango, and it takes a healthy man and a healthy woman to have healthy babies.
Now, you're the Chief Scientific Officer of Sandstone Diagnostics. You're a fertility expert. Is Sandstone exclusively a fertility firm as far as fertility problems?
Yeah, Sandstone's a startup company. So we started this company about 5 years ago, based partly on some work that we were doing in the national lab universe around point-of-care diagnostics. So we're a technology company at our core, building diagnostic test kits and systems. We built this product for male fertility for a couple of reasons. One, we recognized that there really was no home solution for doing semen analysis. That semen analysis really still requires men to go into a lab, and the gold standard method for doing this test hasn't changed in about 80 years. So it's using a microscope to look at men's sperm cells under a microscope and count how many there are. And we knew that we could build a better way to do that in a home environment. But more so, we built it because the opportunity in this space was so dramatically underserved. And, very early on when we started the company, we recognized that men are just as engaged in fertility pursuits as women, but didn't have any options. So the opportunity was completely untapped, and we wanted to build that definitive home solution that could help engage men early in this process.
Now, your invention is called TRAC, T-R-A-K. This is something that, as you say, can be used in the privacy and comfort of the home. What are some of the other features of this product?
Yeah. So the system is a hardware kit. It comes in a box. It's a testing kit that includes an instrument. We call it an engine. You can think of it as a home centrifuge. So it runs on 2 AA batteries and it has a little motor in it. And what it does is it takes the disposable test strips, we call them props, that you can collect your sample. Again, there's a lot of advantages to do that in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
Absolutely.
And you put a few drops of the semen sample into the testing strip, and what we do is we spin it down. So we're using centrifugal force to spin the sperm and give you an accurate reading of the quantity, the number of sperm cells in your sample, or your sperm count. So you get a reading of sperm count. We categorize you as low, moderate, or optimal for conception. So that's based on World Health Organization guidelines that exist, as well as clinical research that basically ties pretty clearly higher sperm counts with a faster time to conception. So in the male fertility world, more is better, and having more sperm cells is going to tilt the odds of conception on a monthly basis into your favor. So that's really where the digital health and improvement piece of the product comes in. We have an app, we have website materials and education around what can men do to improve their sperm production. And sperm production is pretty closely tied with men's health and lifestyle behaviors and what men are doing on a day-to-day basis. And for this period of a man's life, we think it's really important to be mindful of how you're living, what you're eating, how active you are, avoiding things like hot tubs and laptops and seat warmers and things that can shut down your sperm production, and hopefully optimize that couple's chances of conception, help them start their family.
So you say that this app offers tips and advice on how to maximize your reproductive health. Does it track the tests that you did at home as well? Are the two connected, the machine and the app?
Yeah. So the app is it's a free download. You can download it on the Google Play Store and on Apple. So it does include a way to track your results and understand your results, both with our system as well as if you have a laboratory semen analysis done, you can put those numbers in. We'll help you understand them and track them as well. But probably more importantly is we've built the app to be pretty comprehensive assessment, a questionnaire that we've built with some of the top urologists in male reproductive health. It takes about 10 minutes or so. So it's pretty comprehensive, but it's going to identify personalized risk factors for you, things that could be causing fertility issues, and give you some tips and recommendations on what to do about it. For instance, if you come in and tell us that you're overweight and smoke and sit in the hot tub 3 times a week, we'll tell you why those are potentially harmful for your fertility and give you some recommendations on, some behavior changes to take for the next few months and hopefully see your sperm count come back up.
Does the product exclusively count sperm, or does it alert you to other problems that could be wrong with the count?
Yeah, so the product's measuring sperm count, which is, we kind of refer to as a headline parameter. There's other issues that could be causing infertility, and the point of the product is not to replace medical evaluation or laboratory testing. This is really meant to be an early option for men who are early in the process or even just considering, trying to start their family, getting an early, convenient, private reading at home, and closing the feedback loop on a health parameter that's really closely tied to the ability to father a child.
So let me make sure that I'm understanding correctly. The track product will count the sperm. It'll give you an accurate sperm count. But say you've got slow swimmers, will it tell you that you've got a great sperm count, but they're slow? Or does it say, well, check this, check that, check the other with your physician?
Yeah, we don't measure motility or morphology or other sperm parameters that are looked at. There's genetic factors and DNA integrity that are important for successful conception. So we're measuring the quantity of sperm in your sample. But the sperm count is also very closely tied with the chances of conception. So the science is basically, if you're able to have a high enough sperm count, what we consider to be an optimal sperm count, above that threshold, there's a pretty high likelihood that you're not going to have fertility issues, even if there are deficiencies in other sperm parameters. So again, it comes down to this idea of more is better when you're trying to start your family.
Now, is this product FDA approved, or is that something that's pending?
Yep, it's FDA approved. So the track is a Class 2 medical device. It's been approved by the FDA. It's available over the counter, so we sell it primarily online. And it's meant for home use. This is something that is very easy to use and understand, and you can run it in the comfort and privacy of your home.
Now, where can we get some more information? You mentioned trackfertility.com as one source.
That's right. Yeah. Trackfertility.com, TRAKfertility.com. I would also, if your listeners are interested in just general information on the topic of male reproductive health, we also have a website at don'tcookyourballs.com, which we've built to be, it's really emerged into the go-to resource for information education on this topic. So it's comprehensive. We've written it with, again, some of the top thought leaders and urologists in this space, but with a little bit of a lighthearted tone and something that's accessible and easy to understand for people who otherwise, don't have a whole lot of knowledge about this particular area.
Well, I appreciate you coming in and telling us all about Track, your new invention. It's an at-home sperm test kit that allows us to conveniently measure and track our sperm in the privacy and comfort of our own homes. Thank you so much, Dr. Sommer. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Neal. Same here.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard, in studio with Dr. Greg Sommer, CSO of Sandstone Diagnostics. And we've been talking about the brand new invention known as TREC, an at-home sperm test kit. Transcripts and audio of this program are available at healthprofessionalradio.com.au and also at hpr.fm. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, listen in and download at SoundCloud, and be sure and visit our affiliates page when you visit our platform at hpr.fm and healthprofessionalradio.com.au.